Hello and welcome to ASIF Jalal Academy in Python Beginners course. In today's video, you are going to study conditional control structures, if statement, Python blocks, and some importance of indentation in Python. So let's get into today's video. So what are the conditional control structures and why we gonna use this in Python? Conditional control structures are very important for developing a decision-making ability in our code. Until now, I have writing the code which is executed every time, and I don't have ability to take the decision based on some condition. So conditional control structures are very helpful in Python for taking the decisions. So let's discuss if statement. This is the statement we have used to take the decision in our code on runtime. As you're gonna see that age equal to 13 means age is the variable which has value 13. Now I am going to take a decision here based on the age value. So if age has the value greater than 20, then only print you are too old. If age greater than 20 condition is true, only then print statement is executed and you're going to see you are too old on the screen. But if age greater than 20 condition is not true, then print statement won't be executed and it doesn't show anything on the computer screen. So let's get deeper in if condition. An if statement is made up of the if keyword, as you see in previous code, followed by a condition. What is condition? Age greater than 20. Age greater than 20 is the condition, if is the keyword, and followed by a colon. Colon is very important here. If you are writing conditional control structures, classes, functions, we have to use colons. If you don't put the colon, your code won't be executed and it throw a syntax error. So make sure you have to put colon right after a condition. The lines following the colon must be in a block, and if the answer to the question is yes, means true in programming, the commands in the block will be run. So if age greater than 20 is true, only then the next block is executed. If it's not true, the next block, print statements block, is skipped and the interpreter go ahead. So now let's explore how to write blocks and what basically is blocks in Python. A block is a group of programming statements. For example, you can see that there are 3 print statements. So this is the group of blocks. So these print statements are the blocks. How this block is created? By using the space. This space is created by pressing the tab twice. Every time you hit the tab or a space, you get a new block, whether intentionally or by mistake. Each space creates new block. So it creates confusion in your code if you put many spaces which is not consistent throughout the code, then it creates many problems for you. So be consistent in your code indentation. So in other programming languages, the indentation in code is for readability only. The indentation in Python is very important. Python use indentation to indicate a block of code, so it's very important in Python. The number of spaces is up to you as a programmer, but it has to be at least once. So what does mean by at least once? As you can see that here I created this space by pressing the tab twice, but it's possible to just put the space bar one time. This code executes fine if you put single space in each print statement consistently single space. If you put irregular spaces for each line, then it throw an indentation error. So make sure you have to use same indentation. If you put on the first print statement one space, then you have to put for each print statement only one time space bar. Then your code will be executed fine. But it's better to use tab spaces. So parts to remember are: use consistent spacing to make your code easier to use, easier to read. If you start writing a program and put 4 spaces at the beginning of a block, keep using 4 spaces at the beginning of the other blocks in your program. Also, be sure to indent each line in the same block with the same number of spaces. These statements are very self-explanatory and we don't have to explain these line of statements. So I hope this tutorial is very helpful and very informative for you. If my videos are creating value for you, please hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to get more videos related to this Python. And also share my videos to your other friends and fellows and your social media accounts so that we get a community of Python learners. And everything and everywhere is Python. I love Python and I teach you in the way that you will get low in Python. Thank you very much for being with us. Take care of yourself. I will meet you in the next video. Until that, goodbye.